All right, one of the things I noticed with engraving in the xTool XCS suite is if you try to engrave from an SVG, it does not make the colors as dark, and you can probably barely see it here, but it pretty much just burns through instead of engraving. I did this logo here with a PNG file, and it came out, dark like I wanted it to. This is the same thing. I tried different settings with the SVG file, and it came out this way. So now I'm gonna try. I went into Photoshop, and now I'm saving it as a PNG to see if it'll engrave better than this. All right, so this is the file with the SVG. It came in all different colors. The colors just didn't engrave as nice as I wanted them to. But I'm gonna try it now with the PNG file to see if it engraves better. All right, so this is just running a test. I'm gonna make this small, put it right under, and let's see what this does as a PNG file to see if that color comes out darker now. All right, so I'll leave those settings exactly as is, and let's just process. All right, process, see what's that estimated time, so 15 seconds. Let's see what that does. All right. And that actually did not help at all, so. That did not do what I wanted it to do. Oh, you know what? What I forgot to do. Hold on. Finished. What I did last time to make this one darker was I increased the dot duration to 350, dropped this down to 20. And let's try that. So this one's gonna be 22 seconds. Let's go ahead and start. Yep, that's what I'm looking for right there. It's a little bit darker. I think it more so scored than anything. Still want it to be a little bit darker, but let me try this again. All right, so off camera, I changed the settings for this one to 725%. I like the color, but I think it's a little too deep. I think maybe I need to bump up or lower the dot duration so it'll not stay on as long and not go so deep. Just again, keep trying until something pops. So I think I got a winner chicken dinner. It is dark enough. That was so lame. My kid's gonna kill me for that. Anyway, it is dark enough. It's not deep, and let me show you the settings. Let's see. This one is 1000 duration, 15 power, 500 DPI. So that was able to get me exactly what I wanted. A dark engraving. You can't see it here, but in this file, there's a little gray around the black part of the arrowhead, and it's a little bit lighter around that. You can see it, and I imagine once this gets bigger, it'll be, you know, a lot better, or it's a lot more visible. What I'm gonna do now is use the 1,000 dot duration and then drop the power down to 10 and see what that does. But I think I'm on the right track here. All right, I'm gonna try this one more time. So, no, I said it was 1,000, but I bumped it down to 850, 11%, and I did a redesign, made that a little bit lighter. It's not gonna show up. I'm actually glad it's not. It actually looks a lot better. I did one last test, and it's this one right here, and that just looks perfect to me. So we're just gonna try it on a brand new one and then see how that goes. All right, so loaded up a new one. We're gonna try these parameters again. So we're gonna go 800 and 11. Keep that at 500. I'm going to flip this around and center it up. Let's see how that looks on the outline. Looks pretty decent. All right, so this is a brand new one. Already, you know, tattooed the mess out of this one, but I think I got the settings down right. So let's see how long this is going to take. 7 minutes and 42 seconds. So I'm going to time lapse this video. All right, this one came out significantly better. As you can see, the little gray outline kind of makes it pop. I will say that I am happy with it. It's not charred or anything. I'll still hit it with a little alcohol to rub any, you know, soot off of it if there is, but it looks way nicer than that. So one of the things, you know, I could have gone online and found someone else's parameters and how they did it, but you have to understand that a lot of these machines with your drop the camera, but with your laser, a lot of them are, you know, significantly different. So what works for someone else's machine may not work for yours. You can have the exact same parameters set up and yours come out, you know, either significantly different or just a little slightly different. But even if it comes out exactly the same, you know, you want to test out things on your own materials because your standards for how things look may be different from someone else's. So, you know, what they accept as a nice piece for them and, you know, what they're doing with their business may not exactly work for yours. So I've burned through a ton of money and materials trying to perfect things, but I like to put out, you know, quality items. And that's not saying other people don't, but they just have a different level of what they consider a quality product. So just keep that in mind. Make sure that when you do test your own materials and settings and parameters, make sure that you, you know, just find the standard that works for you. Yes, do some research to find what worked for other people, and then kind of use that as a baseline. Again, you don't have to, you know, do 100 of the same thing. Find what works best. You know, this could have been a quicker process, but I like to know every detail about how my machines work. So, yeah.